So gang, it's our very first science video. I'm very excited. I'm going to be going through an experiment with you today, and it's an experiment about how birds' beaks work and different types and sizes of birds' beak. Now, a few of the things on the list you might not have. I've put on the list tweezers, I've got them. Got to keep these monsters in control. Pegs, I imagine a lot of you will have pegs, you know, from pegging out washing in the garden. Spoons, I'm hoping we've all got spoons. I didn't have chopsticks in the house. So I've got 2 metal straws, but anything makes a replacement. If you need to use 2 table knives, use that. You can make replacements if you haven't got the things. So what we're going to do with our different equipment that we've gathered is test each one on how effective it is at picking up food, and then have a think about what that tells us about different sized birds' beaks and what they're good at. I have listed lots of things you could get. I literally just went around my house now and gathered a few bits. So I've gathered for my one, I've got pumpkin seeds. Can you see them? I'm going to actually use, pumpkin seeds. I've got oats, porridge oats. I've got almonds. And I've got split peas. Now, don't take too much because food is precious at the moment, especially in the current situation. So just take a very small amount, asking your parents' permission first. Then what I'd like you to do is take one of the food types. I'm going to start with, I'm going to put that there so you can see it a bit more. In fact, I will obtain another coaster so it's built up even more. There we go. And then I want you to test all the different equipment at how effective it is at picking up the food. And what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to have drawn a table similar to the one I put on the example, and then rank it. It's not very scientific, this, but I want you to use your scientific knowledge and think about it. So how good was it out of 10? You might want to do all 4 and then make a decision based on the comparison. So, for example, I'm going to start with the tweezers. Okay, I'm going to be... Now, they're not... Yeah, I mean, it took me a little bit of effort, but it does pick it up. I have to... It's not just a straight and pick up. There has to be a little bit of maneuverability. That's a word. I like to still spell that. Maneuverability, but they can be picked up. Then we could try the peg. Ooh. Also, we did get one, but it had to be stacked on another one. When they're on their own, the peg isn't very effective. So yeah, if they're together, you might get one. We're trying to, but not getting very far with the peg. Okay, what about the chopsticks? So, you don't have to use them like chopsticks again. You can use both hands if you wish to. Ooh, so, yeah, we got, So better than the peg, but probably not as good as the tweezers. Never come to a Chinese restaurant with me, gang. It's not pretty. Oh, yeah, so not great. Let's use the spoons then. You can choose to have it in one hand and do a little pizza movement, or like me, you've just seen me with chopsticks, use 2 hands. So with the 2 spoons, yeah, look. 2 spoons. Yeah. Much easier. Probably the best one. So I would rank the spoons, tweezers, then both of these, I would say, fairly useless. I'm not going to say the suggestions, because you can decide what you want to score them. But then what I want you to do, once you've done that with all of your food types, I would like you to then have a think about a paragraph that links to your learning. So what I've said in my example, I noticed that the tweezers were very good at picking up small items, such as rice and lentils, but they were too small for the chickpeas. For example, if I was to use these on the almonds, it's not happening, is it? This suggests that birds with long, narrow beaks are better adapted to eating smaller food items, but can reach into small and tighter places to find food. So that's taught me that a bird with a small beak would have no luck with bigger food, whereas, say, a crow could peck at that, but they can reach down into lower places, so they could reach into a crevice and could pick up smaller food items. Okay, I hope that's given you an idea. I wouldn't like you to copy my example. I want you to think about. So you might find what is the peg good at? Because it was no use at all with the sesame pumpkin seeds. But is it any better with these? What if we had the almonds? Ah, so what does that tell us about birds with wider beaks? Okay, I hope you've had a good idea. I hope you have fun with this. Remember, ask your parents. Don't just start taking things. And when you're finished, don't just leave all this junk and then walk off. Tidy it up. And by tidy up, I don't mean dump it in the kitchen. I mean, you might want to double check what's happening with the food things and then bin it. Make sure the plates are clean. Don't just chuck spoons that you've got your grubby mitts over back in the drawer. Wash them up, then put them away. Super activity. Enjoy your afternoon's learning. Bye, guys.